Mic techniques that every singer should know, the do's and the don'ts. In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 main tips and suggestions. Whether you're a beginner or whether you're used to performing and perhaps already know most of the stuff, there might be a couple of nuggets of information in here that you might find useful. If you're here for the first time, or those of you that don't know me, my name is Kiki. I am a singer and I'm passionate about live performance. So let's get right into it. The first thing, of course, is how to hold a mic. So, as you're holding the mic in your hand, you want to think of it as an extension of your instrument, okay? So think of it as something that's attached to your face, it's part of you. And your instrument is you when you're a singer. So you want to hold it like this. If you move, the mic moves with you. Keep your hand like this, whether you're looking to the right, whether you're looking to the left, whether you're looking down, whether you sing up, whether, in a moment you're turning and looking at your guitarist, the mic moves with you. Also consider that the audience hears your microphone. They don't hear your mouth. So if you're going to be doing this, or kind of like move, or if you're dancing up and down and you kind of like forget yourself for a minute and you're not holding the microphone in position, that could affect the sound. And engineers generally, they like to have a consistent sound. That's the way that they can work to give you the best sound when you're singing live. Fun fact though, I remember going to a speaking event. Actually, let me use the cordless for this. And I noticed that the speaker was holding the microphone like this. And they did it every time. And I remember watching and thinking, that's not how you hold a microphone. Only to realize later, I was told the reason that speakers hold a microphone like this is because if they were to hold it like this hand would get tired. Especially speaking to like a crowd for like about an hour. Anyway, that's the reason why they do that. So I thought that was quite interesting. Sometimes context matters. One tip that I'd like to give you actually is a lot of beginners, especially when they first start singing, they think, okay, let me sing into the mic like this. And what actually helps, and what you'll see more professional singers doing, is angling it slightly and kind of sing across the mic rather than into it. And the reason for that is to avoid plosives. Plosives they're consonants which kind of cut off the air coming out of your mouth and then shoot out like a sharp sound. So your p, your b, and your t, for example. So if you were to sing, everybody, so, okay, I exaggerated it there, because in truth, when singers are singing plosives, they kind of try to consider that. And they'll probably sing something like, everybody, to kind of try and soften the B. Or please, please, please. See, again, that can be a bit p. So if you were rather to sing, please, please, please. But that's a whole other conversation, kind of softening your consonants. But yeah, the point was angling your microphone. That's a tip that you can use. A major don't that I want to mention here. People that do this, what are you doing? Don't do this, okay? You're not Eminem singing in a rap battle at 8 Mile, okay? So you don't want to do that because it gives you a muddy sound. It can give you feedback as well, which is not very pleasant for you or for anyone around you. And it just messes with the clarity of the sound that you're getting from your microphone. So hold it like this, don't touch the grill, and you're good to go. So the second thing to consider is your distance is your dynamics, okay? So when you're singing like something quite soft and intimate, you can sing quite close. And when you go to sing a big note, you move it back a bit. Generally, the distance that you want to keep from your microphone when you're singing normally is about 2 fingers, roughly. That's enough. You can go a little bit closer. That's fine. But what you want ultimately, because people ask, okay, so how far do I move it and how close? To be honest, I feel that it takes practice. I think in time, the more experience that you get, because it's about listening. It's about listening to the sound, and hopefully you do have a clear sound coming out of your monitors. And you'll be able to judge with how loud the sound is so that you can keep it at a certain level. If you're singing a bit louder, how far it needs to move away. What you do want is for it to be smooth when you're doing that. You almost want it to not be noticeable. I've seen singers sometimes doing something like this, and it's a bit It doesn't look very good. It's not very smooth, and it's very noticeable, which kind of takes away from the performance and maybe what you're expressing to your audience. Now, back to what I was saying about distance to the microphone. Another do not, and this do not. Those of you that put your mouth on the mic, don't do that. It's not hygienic and it's not necessary. Think of others, especially if you're using a shared microphone, others that use it after you. I can't tell you the amount of times that I've gone to maybe an open mic night or a jam night, and the microphone is in such a state, it's got lipstick all over the grill, it doesn't smell great, it's a little bit gross, okay? So think of others, think about the person that's going to be using it after you, and if anything, think about the people that maybe used it before you, that may have done that, and perhaps you don't really want to get that intimate with them, okay? Now some of you might say, well, I have my own microphone, and I want to put my mouth on the mic. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but okay. I would say still don't, because you're going to end up getting buildup on the grill, which is not great, which could cause rust. And I remember there's been a couple of times where my mouth might have accidentally touched the microphone slightly while I've been singing, and I got zapped. So that can happen too sometimes, which is not very pleasant, okay? So don't do that, don't do it. If you know anyone else that does do it, tell them to stop as well, okay? Just tell them to stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. So the final thing that I want to get into is using mic stands. So this over here is a boom stand. We call it a boom stand because it has this boom lever that you can adjust and it can go up or down. This is, actually let me take this mic off for now because I can see an accident just waiting to happen. So I see beginner singers that come on stage and they don't quite know how to work the mic stand. You know, someone has to come up and kind of fix it for them, when in fact it's actually quite easy. So yeah, you get these, they usually have this tripod down at the bottom, like a Mercedes-Benz sign. You want to place it so that, you know, this is in front of you, you have your feet here. That's usually how it's placed. This boom lever basically moves accordingly, but the main thing that you're going to want to adjust is this here. So this twists, loosen it here, and that way you can move this up and down according to your height, okay? So I'm going to do that now. And you know, you'll find that you'll get on stage, someone was singing before you, they're either taller or they're shorter. So you can very easily support it with the left hand, adjust this, put it in place, and what you want is for it to be basically at mouth level at your height, okay? So you do that, you put your microphone on, and voila. And as you can see, okay, I can turn this lever too to make that, the boom part a bit shorter too. Adjust it according to how you want, and you're good to go. Using a mic stand obviously means then that you have your hands free if you want to perform. You can interact with the audience. If you are singing a song in particular where you want to jump, again, again, be careful about how you're singing in the mic when you do that, because you don't want the sound to be affected. If you're playing tambourine, which is what I do sometimes, if you want to interact with the audience and clap with them, buddy, you're a boy, make a big noise, playing in the streets, gonna be a big man someday. So you can do that too. I like to use the mic stand as a prop sometimes, again, depending when you're getting into your feelings and you're singing. I also have this straight microphone stand, and it's got like a round base. The round base can be quite heavy. But the good thing about this, which isn't a boom, is you know, you can play with it more. You don't kind of have the boom mechanism to consider. I have my iPad on this one at the moment because I wanted to show you that if you do have an iPad with lyrics, I normally put it on a separate stand, which, keep in mind, obviously then this would be adjusted so it's lower and I wouldn't have this in my face so that it's not obstructing. In fact, we can do that now, just quickly. Right, so something like that, okay? You don't want it to cover your face. I prefer to have it a bit lower too, so that it doesn't kind of interfere with what I'm giving the audience, okay? So the reason that I wouldn't put it on the same stand is because, again, I might knock the stand, and also if it's clipped onto this stand, I can't see it, it's too close to me, so I might have to do this. Not that you shouldn't be reading your lyrics anyway, but it's just easy if you kind of have it out there on a different stand, you can glance over and then carry on doing your thing. And the other thing with the boom stand, of course, which makes it really helpful, is you can adjust it quite forward if you were going to sing and play guitar. So, for example, I happen to have a guitar. Right. So, let's say you're one of these, you're performing live, you're playing your guitar. Let me go back a bit so you can see this. So the same things apply that I said before about singing into the mic. I've also angled it. Can you see how I'll be singing over it? And it's good because then it doesn't block. Can you imagine if it was in front? Again, it might seem like a small thing, but it's kind of blocking my face. Whereas if it's kind of angled and I'm singing over the top of it, people can still see a lot of my expressions. So if you were, for example, playing and singing, let's see if I did. My heart keeps on breaking, but I won't give up. My oh, keep me waiting, but my heart don't know where to stop. Whoa, oh, don't know where to stop. Whoa, oh. So you can see as I'm playing, I'm moving, but I'm still trying to sing into the mic. I'm taking that into consideration. Obviously, it's not the same as holding it. You have a bit more control, but you can treat it the same. Treat it like it's still kind of attached to your face, although there's more flexibility. And then again, with dynamics, you can move a bit closer or a bit further, depending on the song. My heart keeps on breaking, but my heart don't know. My heart don't know. My heart don't know. My heart don't know when to stop. So again, you can see dynamics. I went out and in accordingly. But yeah, again, you don't want to make it dramatic. You're not like jumping back. Anyway, so I think that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And I would actually love to hear in the comments where you're tuning in from and where you watched this video. What was your favorite tip? Was this something that you didn't know that you found out today? If this is your first time here and you're new and you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell as well so that you can stay up to date when I post my next videos. But other than that, I'm going to sign out for now, so bye!